I've been in Ghana for years, and I can tell you that Ghana is a very beautiful and blessed country. Just that Ghanaians does not know the country that they have. That's why they are still struggling to get visa to leave Ghana to America. Meanwhile, you're already in America. The problem of Ghana is one. The problem of Ghanaians is one. I stand to be corrected. Many Ghanaians does not like them themselves to progress. A Ghanaian can kill his own Ghanaian for a foreigner to progress. A Ghanaian can sell out his own countryman for a Nigerian to progress. But you see, Nigerians, we are Nigerians. If a Nigeria and a Nigeria is having issue and a Ghanaian comes in, the Nigerians, Nigeria to Nigeria, they will settle they will leave their issue aside and fight you Ghanaian. But Ghanaian to Ghanaian will be working peacefully. A foreigner will be having their issue. They will rather sell that foreigner to, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. They don't like themselves. Ghanaians can kill themselves. Ghanaians is, if I'm not the one progressing, you will not progress. But Nigerians like to carry people along. That's why that you see that when a Nigerian man rent one room, he can bring 40 people to come and stay because he wants those 40 people to progress. But Ghanaian is me, myself, and I. Like I said, I stand to be corrected.
This is my first time hearing things about Ghanaians. Shocking to hear what this Nigerian man have to say, saying that Ghanaians prefer foreigners over themselves, and other Nigerians also give some of the points and the things they observe about Ghanaians, which for me is my first time hearing some of the things they have to say. This video is for we to see what some Nigerians also think about Ghanaians. Let's take a look at the video, and please drop your opinion of what you also think of the video, because this video, some of the things are really new to me.
Yes, Ghana is an Anglophone country. Anglophone meaning English speaking. It is so funny to me till date that you see people in Ghana, they cannot articulate themselves. Even in Accra, the capital of Ghana, they cannot not articulate themselves in one English in sentence. They can't speak any English, like one single English, they can't speak. All they know how to speak is three. Before you rush and come and start saying that, oh, English is not our language, we were colonized. French countries too were colonized. But it's very hard for you to go to a francophone country and see somebody who doesn't speak French. They all have their languages. Togo speaks Ewe. Benin have their language. Congo, Cameroon, they all have their language. Cote d'Ivoire, they all have their languages. But the general language there is French. The French is not their thing, no. They were also colonized by the French. That is why they are francophone country, French speaking. But you come to Ghana and you see someone that cannot speak one single English. It's bad though. It's bad. And it's not as if in the schools they are not teaching in English. They are teaching in English, but then you will see young people. The other day, a young boy of 14, 15 came to my door and he was saying something and I didn't hear one word in three. So I'm like, speak English. This boy looks at me so confused and walks off. 14, 15 that is in school. Anglophone, English speaking, speak English.
I'm not going to filter anything. This is my unfiltered response and unfiltered experience I've had here in Ghana. The first one I'm going to be talking about is, I heard Ghana was an English speaking country, but the language I mostly hear is mostly Twi. And there are even some people that are even learned and they don't even know how to speak Twi very fluently. Sorry, they don't know how to speak English very fluently. They have to add the Twi before they complete the sentence. That is actually shocking to me because in Nigeria, it's an English speaking country, but below average Nigerian could still speak English or Pidgin. But when I got to Ghana, you even see some fine ladies and they don't really know how to speak English. So I feel the Ghanaians should work on their English system. They should try and improve it. Good schooling. They should give them free educations and other things that could improve their English more. The second thing I also saw that was a lie was their jollof. So for the jollof, I would say, if you tell me Ghana jollof or Nigerian jollof, don't ask me. But the jollof can be quite overhyped, or how they hype their jollof is too much. Like, is nice. It's nice. It's just nice. Nothing too extreme. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Okay, so guys, the other lie I noticed about Ghana is Oh, I thought they don't have villages like how we have villages back in Nigeria. They actually have villages, but most of the villages are in areas that are okay. Also in Accra, there are villages, but it's less, more like Accra is like Lagos. Let's say, how you want to compare Accra and Lagos? They are mostly the urbanized areas, but the rural areas are mostly outside of Accra. Kumasi is also quite urbanized, part of Kumasi, and some other areas in Takrade and stuff. But most of those areas, apart from those I mentioned, are quite rural areas, and they are also villages and places like where there are huts and olden day houses too here in Ghana. So it's not everywhere that are modern, okay? There are also village areas here in Ghana. Is a very relaxed and calm country whereby you could live a very peaceful life without drama, without issues like insecurities and whatnot, like how Nigeria living is. Here in Ghana, the insecurity is much less, is very comfortable, everyone is calm, everyone is in their zone doing their thing. There's no much pressure or hustling here in Ghana.
Ade. Ade.
Another one is how their houses are like. You guys, honestly, the houses in Ghana are so nice. Areas like Cantonment, East Legon, and other areas, they have the nice houses that you could ever imagine of. You could see the one behind me. The house that is cream in color, it's so nice, it's so attractive. You even think it's like a museum or something, but that's literally an apartment.
Oh my God!
He just a pity for my son, because being a Nigerian parent in this Ghana is not easy, especially me when not go school, so pidgin everywhere. They go teach my pikin CUP is cap in school. He go reach out, see papa and mama go tell am say CUP na cup. Please, you both should join me and pray for my son. How una be Nigerian parents, how una take dey cope? Well, now we no marry Ghana men or Ghana women. Una na Nigeria, how una be? How una take dey cope? Because something inside in me is telling me that I'm doing something to my child education. CUP cup, CUP cap. How two of them take relate? Please put it in the comment section. Thank you.
Madam, I understand how you feel. I remember when my younger brother had to move from Nigeria to Ghana and had to change his school. My parents are fully Nigerianized. Even my mom, who is a Ghanaian, talks and sounds like a Nigerian now, until the extent that her siblings call her Nigerian woman. So you understand how Nigerian she sounds. Sending my brother to another school in Ghana from Nigeria was not easy on them because of difference in pronunciation, especially when they had relocated from Nigeria to Ghana. Just take it that everything your son's teacher is teaching him, they are teaching you. You understand me? When your son goes to school, take yourself to school and try to practice the pronunciation. Me, as I'm here now, I'm versatile. If I'm talking to a Ghanaian, I sound completely Ghanaian. Well, not perfectly, but better than a regular Nigerian would sound. And if I'm talking to a Nigerian, I sound completely Nigerian, just like a regular Nigerian would sound. So right now, start learning how to communicate like a Ghanaian because you are in Ghana. And you already know the stereotype of the Nigerian accent. Person no gas tell you guys blend fast.
This issue of English thing is becoming too much, especially for my Nigerians who are living in Ghana, saying that Ghanaians do not speak English. I also live in Ghana. I am speaking from experience. Ghanaians do speak English. Ghanaians love to communicate with themselves with their dialect, which is a good thing and a beautiful thing. So why do some Nigerians have problem with it, saying that Ghanaians do not speak English? I don't see any sense in that, because in Nigeria as well, we have countless of people who cannot speak English. Even in the Lagosians, there are many of them. In fact, and I quote, all the states in Nigeria, the 36 states we have in the country, there are millions of people who cannot also speak English. So why do we think that all Ghanaians should be perfect and all of them should be speaking English? If you have a conversation with a Ghanaian who cannot speak English, it should not be a problem. They are in their country. For crying out loud, they are in their land. How do you expect them to be in their country and do not speak their own language? Can you go to Indians and tell them to stop speaking their language? Why would Nigerians will not come to somebody's country and just adapt? But at the same time, it's their view. That is what they think and that is what they have saw. But from my own point of view, I don't think it's the right thing for we to be doing. Because there are many Ghanaians who are also living in Nigeria. I have never seen any Ghanaians who ever did a video saying that there are Nigerians who cannot speak English, which we Nigerians also know that there are millions of Nigerians who cannot speak English. So I don't think it's the right thing for we to do. Like I said, this is my view. So please, Nigerians, we should learn to respect people. Even though we come to Ghana and we find one or two who cannot speak English, it should not be a problem because we are not in our country. I would love to see your opinion on the comment section of what you also think of this whole back and forth issue with Ghanaians cannot speak English, which some Nigerians and some foreigners always say about Ghanaians. And don't forget to also share with a friend who would love to watch this video with you, and I will see you in my next one. Bye for now and stay blessed.